Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the science behind bread and cake making. We will go through both of the process to discuss the relevant science behind them. The yeast acts as a leavening agent. It helps make the bread rises. Now, we are going to conduct an experiment to discuss about the effect of yeast on dough. For conducting this experiment, we need flour, sugar, warm water, and yeast. First, add sugar and yeast powder to the warm water. This is the most favorable temperature for keeping the yeast active. Mix the mixture well using a spoon. After some minutes, you will notice some bubbles forming in the mixture. Next, add the yeast mixture into the flour and mix them well to prepare the dough. Knead the dough until it acquires some consistency. Lastly, cover the container and keep the dough undisturbed for an hour in a warm place. We can observe that the dough has risen and its volume has increased. Yeast converts sugar into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide trapped in the dough makes the dough rise. As more and more carbon dioxide is produced, the dough rises even more. The smell of dough is due to the formation of alcohol in the process. The alcohol gets evaporated in the process due to heat produced in the process. The bread dough is now ready and can be baked. Now, we are going to discuss the cake baking. How do the baked goods rise? First, with the aid of baking soda. Baking soda, which contains sodium bicarbonate, NaHCO3, is the active ingredient that is added to baked goods to make them rise. Sodium bicarbonate is a base that reacts when it comes into contact with acids, like buttermilk, yogurt, or vinegar. This reaction produces carbon dioxide in the form of bubbles. When making baked goods, the process is called chemical leavening, because the trapped carbon dioxide gas makes the dough or batter rise. Second, with the aid of baking powder. All baking powders contain sodium bicarbonate. But baking powder contains two acids. One of these acids is called monocalcium phosphate. Monocalcium phosphate doesn't react with the sodium bicarbonate while it's dry. But as soon as the baking powder is stirred into a wet dough or batter, the two ingredients begin to react, releasing bubbles of carbon dioxide and causing chemical leavening. But to extend the chemical leavening process, baking powder also contains a second acid, either sodium acid pyrophosphate or sodium aluminum sulfate. This acid won't start reacting with the sodium bicarbonate until after you put the dough or batter in the oven. This means that the batter rises for a longer period of time, making lots of bubbles. Thanks for your attention.